intro. Yo, what's up, YouTube, man? Sorry for the abrupt end of the normal intro, man, but I gotta get this out here, yo. 2K, bro. What you on, man? What you on? 2K. We had faith in you. Well, not really. We really have any much faith in you, but yo, 2K is tweaking on us, bro. This shit is crazy right now, man. Like, so right now, the time I'm recording, it's the 9th of September, and it's like 1:48 in the morning, and it's a hashtag going around right now. It's called Fix NBA2K20, and I was actually not gonna post a video until later today. The video that I was gonna post, it was like first impressions. Like, this is what I was gonna post, and I was gonna post about that and about how my ugly ass my player turned out with the face scan. But instead, I gotta change it, bro. I gotta change it because this game is ridiculous, and people are fed up and tired of the way that this company runs this game. And now there's a hashtag, and it's the #1 trending thing in America right now, and it's crazy because it's like it shouldn't take this not we. I'm frustrated, but it should take a hashtag for them to finally notice something, because I don't know if they're fine to the backlash, but like, I had like a first impressions video talking about the good and the bad, and now I'm just gonna talk about the bad. So yeah, first off, you know what? Before we talk about anything super crazy with this game, I got a clip to show y'all that I recorded just a couple of minutes ago. Here's an example of the stuff we got to deal with. Like, look, what is that? What is that? I don't understand. It does it multiple times, and it's like he knows he can do it, bro. It pissed me off because I couldn't steal the ball. I could not steal the ball, but I don't get how this game is just so poorly optimized, and servers are so bad. Like, you know what? I'm gonna just break it down. Okay, let me get some order to myself. So this game has a lot of problems. And in my first impression video, I was gonna actually talk about some of the good things that had during the game play experience that I've had. I was gonna talk about things like the animations and the jump shots, the way the shooting feels, the accessories, the things that you don't have to always associate with basketball, that type of stuff. I was gonna talk about that stuff, but I'm not gonna talk about that anymore, because this game is ridiculous. The bad outweighs the good as usual. A couple of us say like they take a step forward and they take like 3 or 4 steps back, because this game is just so broken. Like, one of the things that I guess I could talk about to start off is the progression, the way that you level up in the game. So there's 2 ways, as we all know. There's ways to do it with your badges, which is incredibly slow, way too slow for my liking. But the real travesty about it is about rep and you being able to upgrade your attributes. And the crazy thing is, I have a person I be playing with. I got one of my friends who is a center, and he's like an 89 right now, and he experienced something where he couldn't even upgrade his player anymore, and he was getting no rep, he was getting no attribute points, nothing. So right now he's like cap locked at 89, and he can't upgrade anything, he can't get any progress to badges or rep. And it's like, how do you progress in the game like that? How do you do anything like that? And you have no type of way to fix it. Because most of the time, you put a ticket in, they tell you, oh, you have to clear your reserve space. Oh, you have to restart your game. Oh, you have to re-download your game. Like, how about you just optimize your game? Why is it always on the consumer to have to troubleshoot and figure out all these different type of workarounds for something that should already be fixed in the, like, not even fixed, just should be done in the game automatically? You shouldn't have to fix that. So that's one of the things that I haven't ran into, but he's experienced that, so that must mean that there's a lot of other people who have experienced that. One of the things that I've experienced is like double teams in my career. You get like fucking double teamed and you have like 5 or 6 points and you like just score maybe 2 or 3 times in a row, and it's like you're not even a starter most of the time. Like, I've experienced this. I'm not a starter yet, and I've gotten double teamed on multiple occasions without having to score like 45, 50 or something like that, or like let me go a little more realistic, maybe like 25, 30. I haven't had that happen. It's happened at 5, 6, 7, 8 points, and I've seen other people stream that have had these problems, and it's like, well, is there like a function in the game? Like, I don't understand that. I mean, if it is, you know, I won't complain because it was intended, but if it's not intended, then that's another bug. I think one of the bigger things that people have a problem with is 2 things actually, and I have experienced one of them very often, and I think maybe all of us can say that we've experienced it, but it's the servers. It's the servers. It's the same problem that we have every year. It's the servers. It's always something with the servers. You know, I think maybe 17 was the worst when it came to like the speed of the game, as far as like it loading. Like, it would take you about 15 minutes to get into the fucking parks, and you can go to the bathroom, make you a damn sandwich, and go check your mail and shit, and then you come back, and then you still wouldn't be in. It's like, you know, this is something we already knew about. And then in 18, I feel like the problem with 18 was that you could never get in the same park with each other, and then on top of that, you would lag out so much. 18 by far was the worst. I think we all know that. And then 19 actually has some of the fastest loading times that I had ever seen in 2K. But as another thing, you lag out sometimes. You have the awaiting connection error, and then on top of that, you would have times where you wouldn't be able to get into the park, you know, and it's like, this is just inconvenient. But 20 has taken the cake. 20 has taken the elements of every single one of these 2Ks and made it increasingly bad in this year's 2K. It takes decades, takes a millennium of time to get into the park, let alone load out of the park, load out of rec, load out of your My Career game, load out of the progression screen, load out of the game. As far as like winning a park game goes, you get stuck, and it's like, on top of you getting a long load time, you have times where you get kicked out of the game, where you get an, this is a error connection, you have to go to the dashboard, you have to go to the main menu, you have to restart your connection. It's so frustrating, because you have times where you're playing with your friends and then you get kicked out of the game, and then you take the loss, or you get kicked out of the game and then you have to re-invite everybody, and that takes another set of minutes to do, and it's crazy. Like, I don't understand why this wasn't a thing that you tested, let alone tested during the demo. Like, I don't know if 2K has playtesters that intentionally stress out their servers to make sure that these things can be ran efficiently, but I don't think they do. And it's crazy, because that demo was a waste of time. And we still have to deal with this bull, and there's no sign of any type of help or any type of awareness that this is an issue. This has been an issue for years, but it's hit an all-time high this time, So that's another problem that all of us probably have experienced at one point in time in this game. And then you have things like the animations, like the ones I just showed you, where you have people doing the fucking dribbling animations you do when you get the ball off the tip. And then you have situations where You miss a wide open layup for no reason. No one's contesting you, but you get a layup contest animation and you miss, or you don't get the animation at all and you lay the ball up normally and you miss because it says that, or it doesn't say it, but it's assumed that you're contested. It's ridiculous. And then it's not even just that, like, just the way that, like, other animations work in the game. Like, there's times that you will have a contest, there's times that you won't have a contest. It's like so many inconsistencies within the game, and it's small stuff that you see, and it's like, yo, this makes no sense. You can't even throw alley-oop passes. You can't throw them. I don't know if it's because you don't have Lob City Passer, but you should need a badge to pass the ball. You should need that. You should need a badge to increase the chances of somebody hitting a shot after a pass, that dimer. Like, Lob City Passer would be, to me, this person is throwing a lob. Here's the chances of him connecting in traffic or something like that. Like, that makes sense. That makes sense to me. But if it's not what they wanted to do, then it's whatever. But I don't even think that's the biggest problem. I feel like the biggest problem with 2K, and I honestly feel like this is something that trumps everything. It trumps the servers, it trumps the animation, the badges, the progression, are two things. You can lose your player. Like, I literally just saw somebody on Twitter talking about how the game got corrupted and they had to restart their player. And it's like, all that time that you just spent the last 2 or 3 days grinding, all that VC that you just bought, that you just gave them, all that's gone, and you have to restart your player. And it's like, you have these messages from them talking about, oh, we have so many tickets, we can't respond to everybody at this one time, please be patient. No, I'm not gonna be patient. I'm not gonna be patient, because we've been patient for years. We've been patient for years for this game to actually finally do something and care, but we're still waiting. But you want us to be patient because you are overwhelmed. I would be overwhelmed too if I knew my game was broken. And this is hand in hand with what the last thing is that I want to talk about, and which goes, like I said, goes hand in hand with this, is their community. And when I mean the community, I actually mean both. I mean the gamers, the people who play this game, who stream it, who go to their studio, the people who they have that can come in and play the game for them and they hype it up. And then it's the devs. And this fucking Ronnie, bro, is fucking Ronnie, bro. Man, I'm gonna speak on all three. I'm gonna save Ronnie for last because he's the worst. But you have these devs who we don't know about. We know about a certain few. You know, we know about the Mike Waynes, but it's like, we don't really know a lot of the other ones. We know about Manny, but it's like, we don't really know about some of the ones who are really behind the science of the game, what makes the game work and how it gets fixed. I don't remember the last time it's been like a public release about issues with this game. It's always something under the rug, something that people have to get inside dirt on. And it's like, when is the type of responsibility that these devs have with this game? Tell the people who support you, tell the people who give you money and jobs that, hey, we have issues with the game, we're aware of this, and we'll work on it, and we'll try to get this done as efficiently and as quickly as possible. It's never like that. It's always just nothing. It's nothing. It's never anything. It's just, it happens. You get a patch one day, you know, they release those patch notes and all that, but it's like, apologize for giving us a broken game. Apologize for that. And then that's when I put it on the people who play this game and the people who stream it and go and support the people that bring them in, because it's like, no one says anything when they're getting paid, because it's like, oh, here's a check, I'm gonna say this game is the fucking best game in the world, it's top 5 game. It's like, it takes for a hashtag for people to want to finally talk about the game. And I'm not gonna call out people because I'm too small to do this, to do shit like that, so I'm not gonna go there. But people know that there's people who get paid to play that game, to hype that shit up, and then they come out with this shit, and then they're suffering right with us, and now they want to talk about the game. Nah, that ain't how it work. That ain't how it work. And then you got Ronnie. Lying ass Ronnie. This man Ronnie don't know what he talking about. That man Ronnie saying that he be down, that he be with the developers. He be out there making the decisions to put this in the game and to add this to the game. That man Ronnie don't know shit. That man Ronnie told us that there was gonna be new pie charts. There aren't, and 2K confirmed that, so they lied. He lied about being able to respect your build. I called him Lonnie. Yeah, liar. Ronnie has lied so much, and it's like he isn't. Nobody stops him. He just posts random shit. He just posts about stuff. Posts about the newest event that's gonna be out, or posting about how he's with the real hoopers, the real NBA players, how he's with these all these celebrities, and it's like, Ronnie, bro. First off, they wouldn't call you if they needed you, because let's be honest, they just using you for some money. Bro. And it's like, understand your role and be respectful, bro. Like, the fact that he flexes with all these different people and he's going all these different places and all this shit, it's nice. It's all nice and all fun. But while he's getting that shit and he's getting paid from the VC that we spend and all the money that we put into this game, we're over here suffering because we can't even get through the game without an issue. We can't play without getting kicked out. We can't play without having to worry about a blockade that won't let us play and get rep and get attribute boosts. We have to worry about if our my player is going to be there today. Like, it speaks a lot about what he cares about and what he values as a media figure, because he'd rather cater to the people who are in the media and in the bright lights than the people who are actually putting in time to make sure that this game is working the way that it should. Like, I feel like we're playtesting at this point. And it's like, if you don't know shit, don't say shit about it. Don't go on these streams and say that you're sure that this is gonna happen, but it's not. And if you don't have confirmation from the devs, don't say it. Like, just don't talk about it like that. Direct them to people who can answer that question. But oh wait, there are no people that can answer the question. Like, the only person I truly respect from 2K that I know of, because not many of them, is Mike Wang. Because he tries to talk about us. He tries to talk to us about the badges, the way that the game works, the things that they're doing to improve our gameplay experience. I appreciate that. I really do. But it's not enough, because the people who are really pushing this game, it's only Ronnie. It's only Ronnie, and then the YouTubers who get who get the acclaim for it. But at the end of the day, like I said, it goes back to Ronnie and those devs, because the devs are the people who make the game. They're the people who put these things in the game, who are supposed to have people play test their game. And Ronnie's the person who pushes the agenda, and we all suffer from it. And it's not fair. So that's all I really want to talk about. This is actually a lot longer than the video that I initially wanted to do, but we're tired of it. We're ready for 2K to actually put some effort in and to respect the community. We already had to look past the park, and now we have to deal with this bullshit. And it's not fair. So if you guys agree with what I'm saying, a little bit of it, I'd like you to share it and like it, and subscribe, because I'm not 2K YouTuber, but I do play it a good amount, and I'm just tired of getting ran over by them. So I would appreciate it if you guys feel the same way, that you share it out there and we all talk about how to get this game back on track and respect everybody else in the community. That's really all this is about. It's just them respecting us and giving us something that's worth $60 to $100. So yeah, that's it, and I'll catch y'all in the next video, man.